Casey Aguilar. I'm the owner and founder of Monterey Bay Food Tours. We are Monterey's only and first and only walking food tour. Oh, I don't
want to move forward. There you go. Keep going.
Okay. So I am originally from Georgia, so a southern girl that was always California dreaming. I've always wanted to live in California since I was a teenager. So a few years ago, we finally made it out here for my husband's job. And my sister-in-law was a food tour owner in Athens, Georgia, which then became Georgia Food Tours. So I had the inspiration from her. And I realized soon after we were here that Monterey did not have a food tour. And I thought, this is the perfect destination. It's a foodie paradise. It's beautiful. The weather's great year-round, and it's a walkable city with lots of history. So I decided to go for it. So I have been primarily running and operating all the tours and the whole business with the help of my husband, who's always listening to all my ideas and also helps me with the tours on the weekends. So what you will discover, taste, enjoy with us on a Monterey Bay food tour. So you will discover something that you would not discover on your own, whether it's a new restaurant, a new dish, a new fact about Monterey that you didn't know before, something, whether you're a local or a visitor, you're going to discover something new. And of course, you're going to taste amazing things because it's a food tour. So you will have lots of different food and drink to try on the tour. And then just enjoy our beautiful Monterey Bay as we're walking around and getting to see all the wonderful places. So we will go to 6 stops, and the tour is about 3 hours. It's about a mile and a half of walking. And fun facts and history about Monterey. The tours are $95 a person, and that includes all of your food, drink, and gratuities at all the restaurants. We offer tours now. We offer them 4 days a week, Thursday through Sunday. We started out just offering them twice a week, and we've bumped up to 4 days a week now. We also do custom and private tours, and those can be any day of the week, anytime, depending on what the customer would like. And our tour, our main Old Monterey tour is focused in the downtown and historical area of Monterey, and we have one stop on the Fisherman's Wharf. So people can book by either giving us a call or they can book online. And then if it's for a custom and private tour, it's best to either give us a call or send us an email. So back to discovering. How many of you recognize those flags or know where those flags are? They're located across from the Cooper Malera Adobe. Has anyone ever noticed that the American flag only has 28 stars? And do you know why it only has 28 stars? Or have you ever tried the only Monterey Jack cheese that's still made in Monterey County? And do you know the story of Monterey Jack? Well, it's on my table if you've never tried it. And then this sidewalk here, does anybody know what unique material that is made out of? It's the only sidewalk like this remaining to the west of the Mississippi. Those are all some of the things that you would discover on a Monterey Bay food tour. So our market for tourism is pretty great here. It's the second largest industry in Monterey County, second to agriculture. We have 4.6 million visitors a year that come to Monterey. So we really don't have a lot of tours in the area, so this is a great addition to our area for all of the tourism. And then for the up-and-coming millennials, this is 3 and 4 millennials say that they would rather book an experience than buy a physical good. So that's great for our market as well. So we're very proud to say that people love our tours. We have all 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor. Now we have 68 reviews. And these are just some of the things that our customers say about us. But we pride ourselves in making this an experience that they will love, they will tell their friends about, they will want to come back and try another tour. We're also very much a community-focused business. So we work with all locally owned and operated businesses in Monterey. We also work with a nonprofit, the Historic Garden League, where we're able to feature a lot of local artisans at their shop, which is the Joseph Boston store. So these are some local food artisans that don't necessarily have a brick and mortar, but we're able to taste their products there and support their businesses as well. We also work with this young man in the bottom, Mike. He owns a company called Green Petal Couriers, and he was starting out around the same time that we were, and Heirloom Pizza, and we all kind of joined together, and he started delivering pizzas to one of the stops on our tours. Well, now he has 15 different restaurants in Monterey that he's delivering for, and it's all bicycle powered. So completely eco-friendly company. Well, competition. Of course, we have some competition. There are 2 food tours in Carmel, and there's 1 in Santa Cruz. But we feel that we battle our competition by our community presence is one way. We are actively involved in the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the C Monterey site, and we regularly attend meetings and network with their events, and also a part of a local chamber. Like I said before, our reviews, but we also have an online presence, not only through our website, but through other booking platforms. We have Airbnb experiences, TripAdvisor experiences, and just reviews on other areas such as Yelp and Google. And then in addition, all of our social media platforms. We have over 1,600 followers now on Instagram. And then our partner relationships are very strong with our different restaurant partners, many of those which we've been working with since the very beginning, 1.5 years ago when we started. And then we've added new partners as they've opened or as we've grown. So in the last year, we grew 5 times the amount of customers from the first quarter of 2018 to the first quarter of 2019. And we had 6 times the amount of revenue in that same time period. And this last 37% of growth, that was during the slow season. So we're coming up on summer, which we expect to only grow from here because last summer we were still very new and people were still discovering us. So we expect to see a big jump in growth this summer. And our 2-year projections, if we continue to follow this same path, in 2 years, we should be at $120,000 a quarter in revenue. So some of our 3-year goals, we definitely would like to add different tour routes so that we can also target return customers. We are actually piloting a new tour tomorrow in Pacific Grove. It's a mindfulness tour. And then we're working with the Monterey Bay Fish Trust to add a sustainable seafood tour, so hopefully we'll have that going this summer. Then we also want to build our marketing with foodie packages through different hotels, through cruise lines, and through big tour bus companies up in the Bay Area. We would like to increase our availability of tours as well to offering them every day of the week and multiple times of day, but of course in order to do that we have to hire additional tour guides. And then finally, the local artisan gift baskets or boxes, that's another thing we would like to start because these could be for corporate groups. They can have a package at the end of the tour for their guests to take home a basket of local artisan goods. Or if someone comes on the tour and they just have this honey that they just can't live without, now they're back on the East Coast, we can ship that to them as part of one of our local artisan boxes. So where will our startup funding go? Well, one thing I've definitely learned over the last 1.5 years is that I should focus on the things that I'm really good at and passionate about, which are doing the tours, but also networking and building a community, and then hire people to do the things that aren't your strongest suits. So I'm looking to hire someone to help with marketing and bookkeeping. I've already hired someone to write a blog for me, and I'd like to give my website a boosty and just work on getting some new merchandise for our tours and basically building our dream team. So I invite you all to come out on a Monterey Bay food tour and discover, taste, enjoy. Let's eat.